everyone, and welcome to the Evolve with Emily show YouTube channel. The best way to support the show on this YouTube channel is to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment, and or share it with a friend. I hope that you guys enjoy this episode, and whichever way you choose to support the show, I just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much. I hope that today's message and episode brings some bit of positive change to your life. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Evolve with Emily show. I'm your host, Emily Hayden, and today I am joined by my assistant, Jess. Jess, say hi.
Hey, guys.
So today we figured we'd do a little update podcast, just kind of peek into our lives, us working together. I think the number one thing on our mind is what we're doing for July 4th weekend tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, I'm so freaking stoked.
Tell them what we're doing.
Okay, so just in case you guys didn't know how badass Emily is, I'm going to tell you. So she told me about her 4th of July plans like last week. And she's going to go see Vanilla Ice in concert. And Coolio, right?
Yes.
And Tone Lock.
Yep.
Okay. And when she said Vanilla Ice, I like lost it because my boyfriend is a huge Vanilla Ice fan, like huge. And the second I said that, she was like, wait, and like got on her phone and was like trying to figure out how we could go to. And then she just like buys us tickets. So we're going to the show with her and some of her friends, and it's going to be so freaking cool.
Guys, when's the last time that you heard Ice Ice Baby?
I know.
It's a classic.
I know.
And Coolio, like, are you kidding? It's really going to be
excited.
such a nice throwback. And it'll be fun for us to do something outside of the ordinary.
Oh, yeah. I guess I didn't mention that my boyfriend does not know. It's a surprise.
Oh, yeah.
It's a surprise.
Oh, my gosh. So exciting. You know what? So we plan to film him when he, like, finds out. So maybe if we get that video, we could insert it into the YouTube clip.
Oh, my God. That would be so awesome.
That would be so fun.
I love that. Yeah, it's going to be a really big surprise. And I haven't, like, I wanted to tell him, but, like, I also just, like, cannot wait to surprise him. So I've been really good about keeping
He's going to lose it.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, my gosh. He's going to be so excited. And good on you for keeping a secret.
I know. Like, he thinks we're just going to hang out at my parents' house by the pool and, like, grill out. And
which he's so excited for.
I know, he is. He is so excited for it. And so I cannot wait.
Oh my gosh. I'm curious. Those of you that are listening, let us know on Instagram. Are you the type of person that can keep a secret from your significant other, even if it's like a good secret? Or are you the one that like has to tell them every time?
Yeah.
You know how?
Like a surprise.
Yes. I know people that are like, I just have to tell you I got a surprise. And then they end up just telling you.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's not a surprise.
I'm just thinking about like how it's going to be when I actually tell him versus like me just sitting at the apartment being like, hey, so this is what we're doing versus like him in the moment.
Yes.
I can just see his face right now.
I'm so excited. I can't wait for this. Hopefully I get to see it live, but even if I don't, I'll get to see the video.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But then we'll be dancing to Vanilla Ice and Coolio all night, so it'll be fine. We are living our best 90s lives.
Oh my gosh, yes. I know. I want to wear something that's kind of like 90s hip-hop.
I was going to ask you what you're going to wear.
I was going to ask you too.
Yeah,
like,
we should figure this out. It's tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we need to. We really do.
So I'm really excited about that. I haven't been to Austin in so long. I don't know if we mentioned it was in Austin. Yeah. But I haven't been in a very long time. So I'm excited to go and explore the city a little bit. Yeah. And then I think, it's not confirmed, but I think I'm going to go on a boat the next day because we have friends on the boat.
Yeah, that'll be fun for you. I lived in Austin for like 7 years. So
Did you always do that?
Always, yeah.
Okay.
It's really good to have a friend that has a boat.
Right.
Like it's really good, especially in Austin. So yeah, we would do that all the time. So you're going to have a blast on the lake. It'll be kind of crowded because it's holiday weekend, but yeah. It'll be fun.
Yeah, they were like, bring Vinny. And I thought about it. I was like, no, Vinny would be miserable on a boat, right? Yeah. With that many people.
Totally.
And then they were like, yeah, there's some shade. I'm like, no. Vinny overheats. No. Like, we can't be out in the middle of open water with him. You know, I just imagine the worst case scenario. Yeah. So Vinny will be in a nice hotel room, just like he deserves.
With AC.
Yeah. He's like, Mom, could we please do the Ritz-Carlton? That's what he's used to, unfortunately. Yeah. Thanks, First Form.
Oh, my gosh.
First Form always puts us up in the Ritz, which is great, but he's so spoiled.
Oh, my gosh.
I swear, when we go to other hotels, he looks at me like, what is this? What?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Then on the boat, he'd be like, Mom, like, why did you think this was a good idea?
100%. So yeah, July 4th is going to be amazing. And I'm also just excited because, I mean, both of us as patriots who love America and love freedom and love everything that it stands for, I know that we're both just really excited to have that moment of celebration.
Yes, like the energy, I think this year especially is going to be really high because last year was just craziness. And I think this year more and more people are kind of like freedom in America, and like they're really understanding like what that's all about.
Yeah,
so,
the value of it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like you don't know, how much value something has until you feel like you lose a little bit of it.
Right.
And I know for us in America, it's a very small amount that we lost compared to like other people that don't even have freedoms. So it's not the same thing, not to compare it. But when you lose a little bit of it, it's like, oh, that's how important it is.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's going to be a great weekend. I'm so excited.
Me
Go
too.
America, Team America over here. We love it. But so, okay, we've been working together a little while now. How has your time been?
Oh my gosh.
You're still here. So I'll take that as a good sign.
I'm here. I don't plan to go anywhere. I love it. I love working with you. I love being around you and your energy, and, coming here to the house. It's just like, I don't know. The energy is just great, and it's like peaceful and calming and fun.
Good. I'm so glad. And I'll say you are the quickest learner. I'm always just so shocked with how much you're like, yeah, I'll figure it out. And then you figure it out and do it. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And we joke now that we've become like the best troubleshooters.
Yes.
Because if you guys don't know, half of producing a podcast, a YouTube channel, all sorts of content that we do is literally just troubleshooting.
Exactly. It's just like learning as you go.
Yeah, us sitting there being like, what's wrong? Okay, let's figure it out.
Exactly.
Just try this, doesn't work. Try that.
No, it's so true. It's almost like a daily thing now. We like laugh
It's a joke.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah, but honestly, we're getting really good at troubleshooting, which it seems silly, but it's like when you practice this in a podcast production setting, it teaches you to do that in real life too, right? Like with relationships, it's like, okay, our communication is not working.
Right.
Let's try something different.
Yes.
So
And that's something I love about you. It's like from the get-go, you were like, please just like be honest with me about anything. We can talk about anything. And you really have held to that. Like, absolutely. I feel like I can talk to you about anything. So.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. I know. I feel like it's really nice. I feel like when you find people that just like kind of get each other without trying, it's so much easier.
Yeah, I know. I feel like we just like meshed really well.
Yes.
And so it's been awesome.
And you are like an angel, so it's really hard not to mesh with you. Literally.
I'm gonna cry.
Okay, so what are we getting into today? I know you had a few questions and things on your mind.
Yes. Well, I had just like some just kind of random questions. Like I feel like I might know the answer to some of them, but maybe your listeners don't. But like I know you now, and I know kind of like I've been following you for a couple of years now. So
wait, quick question.
Oh yeah.
Was there anything that you had like a preconceived idea of me about that then you met me in person and it like wasn't the same, or like surprised you, or was there anything that was like, oh, like you felt like you learned something by actually knowing me in person? I'm just curious.
Okay, so you are exactly what you preach about and say that you are, like 100%. You're like exactly who you are online, like in real life. So I knew that you were going to be like super genuine and real and down to earth. And yeah, I've learned from you, like listening to your podcast and watching YouTube. So I've learned from you like throughout the years. So just being with you in person, it just kind of makes it, I don't know, even cooler, I guess. But no, you're exactly like who I imagined you would be, which is just genuine and down to earth and like super cool. Super nice.
So cool, guys.
And freaking hilarious.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're the best.
So funny.
I think you're funny too. You're hilarious.
Why is that such a compliment to us?
It is because I think previously people have told us that we're not funny.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe they just don't get our humor, but we're so funny.
Yeah. Or maybe they're just like sticks in the mud and like nothing makes them laugh.
Yes. They're like too cool for school.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is.
We don't take ourselves too seriously.
Yeah.
Like we're willing to like laugh at something silly or stupid.
Yes. Every day. Like every day.
Okay. Sorry. I cut you off.
No, but yes, you are exactly like what you present yourself as. So
well, thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
But I was going to ask you, like how you were in high school, like what I imagine you as somebody who like played a bunch of sports and you were like super competitive. I don't necessarily see you as like the cheerleader type. So I was just curious like how you were back then.
Okay, so I was homeschooled until I was in 6th grade.
Okay.
6th grade, I went to public school. I skipped 7th grade.
That's right.
8th grade, I went to, so technically from 8th grade through graduating, I was technically by the law homeschooled. But I went to an outside school multiple times a week. And so all of my schooling was like in a classroom setting with teachers.
Okay.
But it was like technically homeschool. So it's kind of confusing. But in high school, I finally got the opportunity to play sports because we didn't have sports in homeschool.
Right.
But like finally our school, it was right after I graduated that I got accredited. So it started sports when I was still there.
Okay.
So I got to be in sports. I did volleyball, basketball, track and field. I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, it's a small school. So we were kind of able to do all the sports.
Okay.
It wasn't like much competition to get on the team.
Yeah.
It was like everybody sign up or we won't have one. But I will say, I was pretty decent at all of them. Like I've just always been very athletic. I love athletics. I love team practice. So I was definitely just that athletic person. As far as like who I was in school, again, it was so small. So like it can't really compare to a regular high school. But I would say I was definitely like, you know, there's like a few, by a few, I mean like 3 to 4 popular people, right?
Yeah.
And I think I was like kind of in that crowd, but I was a person that was friends with everyone.
Yes.
So whereas other people in that crowd might just be friends with like that little section, like I was always friends with every person from every section.
Right.
And it wasn't that I was like best friends with everyone, but I just like got along with everyone. And I was kind of like that connecting piece where I would always be the one like connecting other friends and other groups.
Gotcha.
And I've always just been a like protector at heart. So I even remember like there were these girls picking on this other girl and she was in the bathroom crying. And I got so infuriated because I could see the hurt in her eyes. And I was like, absolutely not. Because I knew these girls were just being little brats. Yeah. And so I like pulled them in there and like I can be very intense. And like when I'm angry, that's a whole different level. And it's not even, I don't allow like anger as the emotion to take over. It's more like I am deliberate and I am truthful, but it's just like very intense passion. And so I very passionately explained how they were wrong and what they were doing and how they should apologize. And they did. So like I was a person that like really looked out for other people, like protected them. And yeah, I don't know. I was my brother Daniel, he's the older brother. He was in the same grade with me from 8th grade all the way until senior year. So like we had every single class together.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So we were like a little duo, you know, and then there were other brother and sister duos. We'd all hang out. Oh. We actually all dated each other, if I'm being honest.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Which is weird. I don't know. I think that's a weird thing. But like my brother thought that this girl was cute and I thought this guy was cute. And then they happened to be siblings, which now like, I guess looking back on it, that would have been weird had any of us gotten married, but we didn't. Still on talking terms with them. They're great.
Good.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I feel like I was kind of similar to you too. Like I went to a small school. I wasn't homeschooled, but I did go to a very small school. I think my graduating class was like 50 kids. But it was private and I had gone to public school originally and left because it was just traumatizing. Kids are very mean.
They are. I experienced that in 6th grade. That's why I only went 1 year.
Yeah, it was really bad. It wasn't so much like the bullying because, I mean, everybody kind of gets bullied. But it was like death threats.
Oh my gosh.
Like, you're going to get your butt kicked tomorrow after school. Like, and I would see it happening. So I'm like, yeah, that's going to definitely happen to me. I know.
Like, I want to go beat this kid up for you. That's how I feel. Just so you know, like there was an instant, like, who is it?
Yeah, I know. I mean, I still remember like all the kids' names from not high school, but like middle school that were just so awful to me.
Give me the list.
Hope you're all doing really great. Like,
hope you're thriving in life.
Yeah. But yeah, so I got the chance to go to a private school, so I took it because I was just kind of scared for my life. But yeah, it was a small school, and I was kind of the same. Like, I wouldn't say I was like super popular, but like I did have a ton of friends, just like in different groups as well. And so, and I played volleyball and I was a cheerleader. So,
oh, fun.
Yeah.
I could definitely see you as a cheerleader.
Well, so it's funny because like I was kind of like the slacky cheerleader. Like I didn't really, that's not even a word. I wasn't like the peppiest cheerleader. Like I was just kind of like, there were girls that were way more peppy than me. I was just kind of like, I have to be here. So.
Okay, that's funny.
But the reason why I was a cheerleader was because I really liked to dance. And our school didn't have a dance team. So I was like, well, I guess I'll do cheerleading. So
how many years did you do that?
So I was a cheerleader all 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And volleyball all 4 years.
Can you still do some?
probably. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I still know some of the cheers in my head, and
Stop.
it's like,
Let it
get
out.
of here, get
Let
out of
it
here.
out.
No, I can't. There's like a clap one, and
Do it.
no, I can't. But it's bad. Like I just want it to forget it. But I mean, it was good times. I was gonna ask if you have a favorite childhood memory, like a vacation or something, or a holiday, or like.
Favorite childhood memory was probably when we went camping with my dad and my uncles. They used to take us camping every now and then. And my family is just a little competitive, if people haven't figured that out yet. And so we decided it'd be fun to go canoeing. So we all get in different groups because there's a bunch of us, right? Like 5 kids, my dad, my uncles. And so we all get in canoes. And then it really just took one person picking up like a lily pad out of the lake.
Uh-huh.
And throwing it at somebody else.
Oh, no.
And then it was literally World War III.
Oh, no.
Like full on, people like tipped one canoe and like it was just an all out war. And that was the funnest thing
fun.
ever.
Aw.
And then we even came up with like team names and like, oh my gosh, my Uncle John, he's an actor from New York and he's so funny.
Oh, cool.
But he came up with her team name. It doesn't make sense, so don't ask.
Okay.
But it literally was just like, team smell it. I have no idea.
Like
I think
lily pads being like,
yes, because I think like, yes. Okay. So, and I don't remember the other team names, but there was just mad trash talk. So the next year we had all this mad trash talk, all this hype to go. And then we got rained out. It was like a Texas thunderstorm where we couldn't go. And so then, because we couldn't have our fight, there was all this like pent up energy. We were so ready to fight that it was one morning, we're all sitting inside of the library room and somebody comes with an egg and like cracks an egg over somebody else. And you just saw the whole room go, everyone goes like this. And then everyone just scattered.
Oh my
Fast forward to 45 minutes of pure war inside of the house. There's a hose inside of my parents' house.
Oh
my dad's running to like shut off the water. Yeah, my family honestly gets really extreme real quick.
That's hilarious.
People are like jumping off of the 2nd story balcony into the pool.
What?
You have Sam, who's like a younger kid at this time, and he's on everybody's team, but on nobody's team at the same time.
God.
So you're like feel betrayed by him, and he's like ha 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 with the other team.
Yeah.
There's eggs everywhere. There's water. There's flour. I mean, anything that people could get their hands on, they got their hands on it. And I don't even know if anyone won that.
Right.
I think it was just
it ended and like
it ended because I think the next step was like blood. You know.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I've always wondered like what it would be like to have grown up with like more siblings. I just have a sister, which I love you, and like
shout out sister.
I love you, Julie. But like I always thought it would be so cool to have like younger siblings or like even older. She's older, but like more older siblings. So that's really cool to hear.
Oh, it honestly was the best. It was so much fun because you always have like a little team, you know,
for sure.
And when you go up against, not against, everything's a competition.
Yeah.
But when you go to other siblings or whatever, you kind of have a squad, you know, so you feel like you're covered.
For
and
sure.
I remember one time these guys across the street were like messing with me. And my brother just like steps in front of me and he's like, if you want to mess with her, you have to go through me. Ooh. And like, it was one of those like movie moments, you know?
Yeah.
And then, but I remember as a little girl, I was like, oh my gosh, like he's going to kick their butt.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Gosh. Oh man. I've always wanted like an older brother.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, my brothers will stand in for you.
Oh, good. Thank you guys.
I love what I do. Every single day that I wake up, I am so grateful that I worked really hard to get to a point where I get to work on what I'm passionate about. I am truly so passionate about helping people create real lasting transformation and change in their lives. I want to help people with their life, their body, their mind, their spirituality, their fitness, all of it combined to create true transformation in their lives. Creating positive change in other people's lives is part of why I feel I'm here on earth. Now, I love doing that through my podcast and my YouTube channel and my social media content, but there's only so many layers that you can get to when you're providing general information for a large group of people. Where I'm really passionate is my coaching and my mentorship programs. And I do believe that I have a coaching and mentorship program available for everybody depending on where you're currently at. My entry-level mentorship and coaching program is EvolveX Worldwide. It's a worldwide mentorship group, and we get on 3 to 4 live Zoom calls every single month. It's for accountability, it's for community, and for live mentorship with me. It's only $15 a month. The next option is my EvolveX program. This is my full-on mentorship and coaching program. Now, I do have 2 options for you to join this. For those of you that are in competition prep or you're already working with a health and fitness coach and you have your workouts and your nutrition covered, I have a mentorship only option where you get full access to the mentorship and the group coaching options. Now, for those of you that are not working with a coach on your health and your fitness, you would want to do the premium service, coaching, fitness, and mentorship all in one program, where you work individually with an Evolve X coach every single week, getting on FaceTime check-ins with them. We also do group coaching with our live Zoom calls every single week. Truthfully, creating real lasting change in people's lives is why I'm here. It's what I'm so passionate about. I get so lit up after a call and after just seeing the breakthrough that you guys have in your lives. I love working through the hard parts with people. In my programs, we practice excellence. We practice to cultivate a habit of excellence in your lives, but that does not mean perfection. If you try to be perfect at everything, you're going to fail every single time. So what I seek to do in my coaching and mentorship platforms is create a safe space for you to come and for you to work through the stuff, to struggle through it, to go through the hardships and the failure, and for me to come alongside of you, my coaches to come alongside of you and give you the tools that you need to actually get through the struggle, to get through the failure on the days when you don't do it, on the days when you feel like you don't measure up or you feel like you don't hit your target. Those are the days of why we're here as coaches. So truthfully, it's one of the most fulfilling things that I do and have ever done in my life. And I wanted to mention it because if you were unaware, those are the 3 different coaching and mentorship options that I have. I would love for you to join me at whatever level feels good for you right now. If you guys ever have questions, feel free to shoot me a DM on Instagram. That's probably the best way to get a hold of me, or just check out the website. I'll place the information down below. You can read all your questions there. And with the Evolve X Premium Coaching Service, if you still have more questions, you can talk to one of the people on my Evolve X support team, and they'll answer any questions you have to make sure that it's the right fit for you. So click the links down below. I would love to have you guys. I would love to begin working with you on your own individual journey of evolving.
I'm curious, where all have you traveled?
That's a good question. Let's see. When I was younger, the first time going out of the country was to Kyrgyzstan. So it's like Kazakhstan, where Borat's from, but Kyrgyz, Kyrgyzstan.
Okay.
I actually went there on a mission trip with my church.
Oh, wow.
It was really cool. We helped clean and kind of like refurbish a church, and also did a missionary like Bible school for these kids. And some other work that we did there too. And we stopped by Russia on the way home. So it was really dope. I was really young though, and I feel like it was just so much that, like, my memory didn't retain too much, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like such a different world in life.
Yeah.
Beyond that, I've traveled like all throughout the U.S., Arizona, New York, Texas, St. Louis, California, Vegas, Florida, all the places. I don't know, so many. There's actually some that like I don't even realize I went to because I used to go on little tours. Either it'd be like a posing clinic tour that I would do, or with another group that I was with, and we would hit so many cities that I would like forget that I had been there. So I've been to a lot of places, and then some cool out of the country places. I really love Toronto, Canada. I love my Canadian people. They are just so sweet and friendly and welcoming. I've always really loved them, and Toronto was cool. Montreal was such a dope city.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got to go there for a show, and the architecture was just so beautiful.
Oh, I bet. I want to go to Canada so bad.
Yeah, Canada's great. I hear that I really need to go to, what's it called with the V? But it's like right on the tip of my tongue. It's so popular. Someone was just telling me about it.
Is it Banff?
No, it starts with a V.
Oh, a V.
Vancouver.
Oh, Vancouver.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Vancouver. Everyone tells me I need to go there. So I definitely want to go there. Besides that, Ireland is amazing.
Ooh, it's on my list.
I've been there twice now, I believe, and I would love to go back. It's so beautiful. The people there are just like a crazy good time.
Oh,
just what you would expect.
I know. It seems like that's how they would be.
Yeah. And then other places like London and Australia. Let's see. Oh my gosh. I have to rack my memory. So many.
Yeah, so many.
So many.
Yeah.
I would love to go to places like Greece and Italy. There's so many other places. Yeah. I have a whole list going.
Yeah. So I've been to Greece.
Oh, you have?
And Italy.
You have?
Yes.
Okay.
And I highly, highly, highly recommend. I went to Santorini when I was 22. Well, I went to Italy first. I flew over there by myself, like 22 years old, traveling overseas, like, but I met up with one of my good friends at the time who was in school over there. And so we just kind of hopped around Italy, and then we went to Santorini for about a week. And we went like right before it got like major tourist season. And so it was like really quiet, and there wasn't like a ton of people. So that was just absolutely incredible. It is so beautiful. It's exactly like what you see in the pictures. Like I highly, highly recommend going if you can.
I also really want to go to Tulum.
Oh my gosh.
I know it's like kind of the hype right now on Instagram, but really it looks so beautiful.
I know.
And then whole jungle vibes.
Yes.
I'm here for it.
I want to go so bad. Every time I see someone like saying they're going, I'm super jealous.
I know.
Like super jealous.
You gotta make it happen.
Yes. I want to go to Turks and Caicos.
Oh yes, that would be
I
amazing.
think that's like number 1 or 2 on my list.
Oh wow, okay.
And then like Spain. I definitely want to go to Spain.
I want to go to Brazil.
Oh yeah.
Because I was taking some Portuguese classes for a little while, and I really loved that. And I also love just the Brazilian people. They're incredible. Their culture there is amazing. Again, just like such kind people.
Yeah.
I think it'd be so fun to go, and I would love to like have a reason to like brush up on my little bit of Portuguese that I had learned.
Yeah, totally. Are you doing anything this year, like traveling this year?
I'm traveling a little bit. So let's see. In about a month or so, the thing I'm really looking forward to is the Veterans Outreach Workout. It's going to be at Atilis Gym in Bellmauer, New Jersey. Okay. And so if anyone's listening and you guys are in the area, you're in New Jersey, maybe you're in New York and you want to come, I would love to meet you guys. A little more information about it. It's a one-day event, and 100% of the proceeds of the event are going to go to 3 different charities. The first one is Adopt a Cop. It's a nonprofit donation-based. It allows cops to train at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu facilities. Oh, cool. Which is so dope, right?
That is so awesome.
Because they want to empower cops to have more skills underneath their belt. Right. The second one is Paws and Warriors. They place rescue dogs with veterans and first responders. Oh my gosh. So cool, right?
I love that.
And then the third one is Fit Ops, which equips veterans who are passionate about health and fitness to improve the lives of others and be successful beyond their time in the military.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Those are amazing.
Just really looking to support the veteran community. And yes. I have so many friends and loved ones that are veterans that it's really near and dear to my heart. So I'm flying out there. I bought a ticket myself, even though obviously I don't have to, but I wanted to support it to, I always tell people I'll never ask somebody to support something that I won't really support. Right. So I did that. And again, 100% of the proceeds are going to the event. So even if you can't go and you want to get a ticket, support. I'll place a link down below. It's veteransoutreachworkout.com. And some really awesome people are going to be there. Obviously, it's Ian Smith's gym. So I'm really excited to see him and just everyone that's associated with that. So it's going to be an amazing event. And then I may or may not be going to a festival very soon after that. Very bass heavy festival. If anybody can figure out which one that is. Oh gosh. I'll probably let you guys know on Instagram. If you guys, by the way, if you are ever at a festival and you see me, you better come up and say hi. We better headbang a little bit, get a little dancing in. It really does make my day. I went to a festival back in, I think it was April maybe, in Dallas or something.
Oh yeah, that was pretty recent. Yeah.
Yeah. And a few people came up and were like, wait, hold up. It's almost like they didn't expect me to be there. Yeah. And I guess maybe they only know me from the podcast, not like my Instagram and stuff. And I'm like, are you kidding? Of course I'm here. Like let's
this is
go.
My jam.
Yes.
Like you don't even know.
Yes. I'm like, just wait. Oh my gosh. And then I found out that Slander, one of my favorite artists, came on the day that I left because I only did a one-day festival.
I remember you telling me that.
It was physically painful. I was in the car on the way home from Dallas, and my friends texted me, they just brought out Slander as a surprise guest. I was like, I'm gonna cry right now.
Oh man.
But it's okay. I'm making up for it with the bass heavy festival that I'm gonna go to.
How about any country concerts you see in your future? Because I know you're starting to kind of like country.
Yes, I wanted to give country a try, and Jess really likes country, so I've been taking her suggestions, and I'm loving it. We listen to country while we work sometimes.
It's great.
Yeah, I'm totally getting into it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I would totally go to a concert.
Oh, you would?
I would. I just want to know the music first.
Okay.
It's more fun when you can sing along.
I totally
because I can't agree. I don't know. There's only so many dance moves you can do to country.
Right. No, you're so right. I'm gonna get you to one. We're gonna go to one together.
Okay, I'm
That'll
down.
be really exciting.
I'm down
Yes.
for sure.
Good. I'm so glad. I'm glad that you're open to
Oh,
that.
yes. And I also, I don't know if you're open, but I really want to go to a symphony.
I would love that.
Yeah, you would?
Yes,
We
I
should
would love
go.
that.
Get a little group together.
Yes, that would be so great. I know it's not really the same, but I have gone to, like, I went to see Phantom of the Opera.
I did too.
And it was
amazing.
just so amazing. Like, I would love to go again to that. Or, like, you know, a ballet or something.
Mhm.
Like, so yeah, I'm so open to, like, those types of experiences. Like,
Me too.
yes.
I can totally headbang at the hardest bass heavy
Right.
festival concert,
Yeah.
go to a country concert, and then go to a symphony
Yes.
and then a jazz bar,
Right.
and be so happy.
I'm the same because, like, I love music too. So any
Mhm.
kind, like, maybe not so much like a heavy metal,
Right.
maybe not that. I feel like I would kind of stand out like a sore thumb, but
I feel like you would probably like more like house DJ,
Mhm.
like pool party
oh yeah,
vibes.
for sure.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, that would be really great. I would be down. We can dress up or something.
Yeah. And then I'm actually going to Mexico for a friend's wedding, which I'm super stoked about. And I think I'm going to actually take the vacation.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, I
No,
think
you
I'm going to
need to.
I think I'm going to go and actually vacation.
Yes.
So we'll see. That should be fun.
That is very exciting. I love weddings.
Mhm.
And then, like, the fact that it's going to be in Mexico. Like,
Right.
That sounds really,
Like,
really awesome.
pull my leg, make
Yeah.
me come to
Right.
Mexico.
Right.
I'm never mad at a destination party.
Right.
Wedding, but I'm also like, am I the worst guest? Like, do people invite people thinking that they're not gonna go?
Yeah.
Because I will go
Right.
every single time. One
Right.
of the weddings that I went to was in Ireland, so that was the
Oh.
reason for returning
Mhm.
to Ireland.
I would totally do a beach wedding, by the way. Like,
Do you think that's what you'll do?
I
For
think
yourself?
so. Like, part of me, like, really wants to elope
Mm-hmm.
and, like, have it just be, like, just the two of us.
Mhm.
One of my good friends did that, and I was, like, so upset. I was like, you're gonna go get married on the beach, and, like, I can't come to it. Like, and she explained it to me, and I was like, no, I'm
Still not
I'm
with
mad
it.
at you. Yeah. But I totally get it now, and, like, it seemed like it was, like, really romantic and just, like, I don't know. I would do that.
Oh, I love it. And then
Yeah.
would you like have any sort of like party or celebration with people?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think our families would probably make us do that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, even just like a little like dance party or something.
yeah.
Excuse
And
to wear your dress in front of everyone.
exactly, and an excuse to have wedding cake again,
Of course.
because that's like the best part.
Of course.
Who would play you in a movie about your life?
That's a good question. Like a current actress or something? Who would play me in a movie about my life? I'm trying to think of someone badass, like, Angelina Jolie,
Yeah,
right? In her
for
movies
sure.
and stuff.
No, for sure.
Like, she's so dope.
Yeah.
But who else? Like, because we don't resemble each other at all. But she's like, I think she's a badass character.
Oh yeah, she is. She always plays like the coolest characters,
Mhm.
like Laura Croft. No wait,
Yeah.
she played Laura Croft. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm trying to think too. Like, I think for me, I would probably go with someone really funny, like Anna Faris.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she's
yeah.
so hilarious.
I could totally see that.
Yeah. Can you think of the coolest gift someone gave you?
Oh my gosh, that's so hard. And now I'm like, I hope they're not watching. Like, she better say my answer.
I know. Actually, I'm trying to think now too. Like, what the coolest gift someone's given me?
Coolest gift. I mean, I guess the first thing that pops to mind is like what I got for my birthday this year.
Yeah.
And it's really hard because I got two things which actually completely accurately describe me as a person and
yeah.
as my personality. I got Christian Louis Vuittons and I also got an AK.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
So you know what? I think now I just realized I need a photo in my Louis
You
Vuittons
do.
with my AK.
Yes. No, you totally do. I
Or
love
sorry, AR. I just said AK. I meant AR.
that. Okay. It like flew over my head. I didn't even know.
That's funny.
I knew it was a gun.
Yeah, AR-15. It's like a assault rifle.
Yeah. Heck yeah. I've seen it. It's
Yeah,
so
it's
cool.
fun. It's downstairs. I should have brought it upstairs
I
for
know.
the video.
Name something or a few things that you are afraid of.
If we're going to go surface level, spiders and bees. Hate them both.
Yeah.
Terrified of them both. I tell people that I'm allergic to bees because they laugh at me when I get scared, but I'm like, don't taunt me, because what if I am allergic? The
Yeah.
truth is, I don't know.
You've never been stung?
Never been stung in my life. And that's why I'm terrified. Truthfully, I could die.
Yeah, it's true.
So why are we going to chance it?
It's true.
Why are we
true.
going to make fun of me for it?
It's true. I don't blame you. Getting stung by them hurts. I actually got attacked by bees, and I got stung multiple times.
I'm so much more terrified now.
I'm so sorry. No, I accidentally like opened a door and it hit the nest. So I irritated the crap out of them.
No.
They were pissed.
Oh no.
Yeah. So they were like encircling me like I was in a tornado of bees. And then
This is my worst nightmare.
I had gum in my mouth.
Oh,
so I was crying. So my mouth was open, and I guess like they were like, ooh, gum.
Stop.
And they stung me in the back of the mouth.
I'm not okay. This is my worst nightmare.
Maybe that's why I'm not scared of them now, because like I had a very traumatizing experience, and I'm like,
nothing could be worse.
nothing could be worse, really. But yeah, it was like I was frozen, you know,
That's
like I was
horrible.
just getting stung, and like, so yeah, that was. But I'm not scared of them. I actually like bees.
Okay, you're a little crazy.
I know, but okay, so I have some fears, but like I have one that's pretty normal and basic that most people would probably be afraid of, but heights.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah.
but it's weird because like I really enjoy flying,
Mm-hmm.
but like don't put me on a rooftop or like
Yeah.
a high balcony because I will go into,
Oh, really? That bad?
yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
I guess I really don't like enclosed spaces with a lot of people.
Mm.
So either could be me alone in a very small space,
Ooh,
or like
yeah.
with a lot of people. I think a lot of people makes it worse,
Yeah, for sure.
because if it's just me, I can handle me. I
Yeah.
know who I am.
Yeah.
If I'm stuck in a small environment with people that I don't know, that's when I'm like, oh no, get me out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And then on a deeper level, what am I afraid of? Failing. I hate failing
Yeah.
so much. And I
Yeah.
know that it's a part of it. I've learned to embrace that as a part of life, blah, 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 positive Emily. But realist Emily hates to fail.
Yeah. I'm the same. I have a fear of failing too, but you know, everybody does it.
It's a part of life.
I have failed multiple times and I'm still here. I'm still doing my thing.
Right.
Just don't let it stop you.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah. So, and then another fear that I have is you've probably never heard of it. And the only reason I know it's a thing is because I was reading an interview and Kendall Jenner actually has it too, which is the only thing I will ever have in common with her, I guess. But it's called tryptophobia.
What is that?
So it's a fear of, which for me, it's not really a fear. It's more like a uncontrollable disgust feeling.
I'm learning so much about you right now.
Of clusters of holes.
What?
I know. It's so weird. Like I only
Okay, explain.
recognized
What does that
it-
mean? Like
so,
a beehive?
So beehives are typically used as an example, but for some reason that doesn't really bother me. But like
Okay.
any other pictures, I will have a physical reaction. I will start sweating.
Should I pull
No,
one up?
please don't. I'll start sweating and I get like nauseous.
So clusters of holes.
Yeah.
What other exampers are there?
I
of
mean, you
that?
can
Like,
Google it if you want. If you want to Google
I won't show you. but
tryptophobia
I'll
and then
look.
click images, like I'm already like starting to sweat.
Are you?
Yeah.
What? That's crazy.
Do you see it?
Yeah. So, I
So
mean,
you're fine looking at that. You're fine.
Yeah, there's no reason
Yeah.
for me to be scared.
I would
of
be
that.
like,
it just
gagging.
grosses you out.
It grosses me out. Like it's not a fear. It's just
Disgusting.
it's
to
a
you.
uncontrollable like disgust feeling, and I said I get like sweaty
Wow.
and
Yeah, I'm reading about it. It's a real thing.
whew, yeah.
It says it's not medically recognized as like a real thing, but people can be diagnosed with it if excessive fear and distress occurs when they look at this.
I don't really get like scared, but like yeah, I'm
Really
disgusted.
bothered.
Yeah, I'm really bothered by it.
Learn something new every day. If somebody else listening has this same thing,
Yes.
reach out to Jess and make her
Yes.
not feel alone.
Please, because like I was telling Taylor about it, he's like, "That's the weirdest thing I've ever heard."
Right.
And
He's
I'm
like, where did you learn this?
I know. And like I said, the only reason I even knew it was a thing was because Kendall Jenner. So thank you, Kendall, for,
Thank you, Kendall.
for shedding some light on this like very strange phobia that I have.
That's amazing. What is something that your soul craves more of?
Ooh, that's such a good one.
It's a deep question.
Yeah.
I know. And sometimes you have to reflect a little bit and like ask yourself, what am I missing in life? But sometimes it's like, I know for myself, when I've tried to think about this, I'll go throughout my life and things are really good in a lot of areas of my life. And then I realize that there's like, it's kind of like we all have these different categories of ourselves. And if each category, the cups are really full, and then there's like one category where the cup is like just not even there. Like it's so empty, and that can create a little bit of an imbalance. So sometimes when I've asked myself this, I've been like, okay, what is it that my soul is craving more of? And then I realize I have fulfillment, I have purpose, I have, you know, my business, my family. But the one thing that I was missing or really, you know, needing in my life was just like that deeper connection, those deeper friendships. And so I like that day called a friend. I was like, hey, can you hang out today? And they were like, yeah. I was like, okay. So we go and we hung out and had that like deep connection and, you know, conversations where you can just like pour your heart out, you know? And for me, like literally it refueled me. I felt totally re-energized, felt so much better. And so for me, asking that question, what does my soul need more of right now, really helps me to kind of just take action, because if you go for a long time feeling really empty in certain ways, it really does start to seep through in other aspects of your life.
For sure.
You know, so is there anything that comes to mind that your soul wants or needs, is trying to tell you about?
Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of in the same boat as you were, with like deeper connections with like girlfriends. I don't know. I mean, I have some really great friends. I guess I would like us to try to dive a little deeper and have like more of a connection than just like having fun together, which is important, you know. But yeah, I think that's probably an area that I would enjoy like having more of.
Yeah. And it's one of those things too, that there's so many resources out there these days to help you go deeper and connect more with your friends. There's even a book called Tribe Called Bliss by Lori Harder. Have you read it?
No, but I know who Lori is.
Yeah. And her whole thing was wanting to create like deeper and more meaningful relationships with people. And so she wrote this book, and it's a book that you're supposed to do like with girlfriends.
Aww.
Yeah. And then you like talk about it, kind of have like a little book club, but it's meant to provide a space for you to go deeper with the friends that you love.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I love that.
I have it. You can borrow it if you want.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't even like realize something like that existed. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Way to go, Lori.
Way to go, Lori.
Yeah.
Thanks. Well, thank you guys so much for listening to this episode. I'm thinking we might do like a monthly episode where we kind of just update you on lives, what we're doing, and maybe just some fun, lighthearted questions as well. So if you guys liked this style of episode and you would like to see it back monthly or so, then just comment, tag us on Instagram, let us know your feedback, let us know what you would like to see in the next one. As always, you can share, like, comment, subscribe, do all the things with whatever platform you're on to help support the show. We'd really appreciate it. And I think that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.